Hello everybody and happy Thursday. It's lovely and sunny here today. Very, very windy though. We've still got the gales. So just a flip through of my design team project for this month for Tracie Fox Creative. And these are 2 mini trifold journals that I've been making. We've done a few bits on camera. I made the covers together and they're now finished, so I'm really excited to show you. So as usual, I'm just going to give you a run through of the kits that I've used, and then you can make a note of them. Tracie has a website, so Tracie Fox Creative. She has an Etsy shop, which is Love Junk Journals, and these are the main kits that I used. So Mega Mix and Match, Fabulous Floral Flourishes. They're all lovely words, aren't they? Mega Mix, these alliterations. Mega Mix and Match, Fabulous Floral Flourishes. She comes up with some brilliant names. Compendium, Pretty Patchwork. Now I realised I put Compendium twice, look. And the Pretty Patchwork. Assorted labels throughout. I think I own every label that Tracie's made, to be honest with you. They're all mixed up together. So there's a lovely selection on there. So yeah, you're going to treat yourself to some labels. So this little arrangement of digital kits, I couldn't think then, I feel work very, very well together. The number of variations and projects that you can make with 3 main Mega Mix and Match, Fabulous Floral Flourishes and Compendium. You know, if you only buy them 3, the stuff that you can make with the options and the cutout ephemeras and everything that Tracie puts into her kits, then you can have a lot of fun with them. So let's get on. So if you remember, I did 2. I love them. Nice chubbies, little chubbies, holding your hand nicely. Lots of frou-frou at the top. And I've had fun. So basically I've shrunk things in that kit to size, shrunk them down to make them fit, and that's the beauty of digitals. You know, you can do so much with them. And I think I've just put a couple of vintage poems in here out of my stash, some English poetry. And what I've done so that it didn't get too bulky is some of the kit pages I have backed with my own collage. So I created some collage sheets. I just scanned them into my computer because I thought if I put the actual collage in, it's going to get too bulky. So I just scanned them in and then printed them on the back. And I've enjoyed doing that. So we've got a lovely little ring, gold tone ring on here. It has got some lovely string twine on here, which has got a little bit of glittery in it, a little bit of sparkle, and it's held on with an eyelet and then wrapped around. They're just lovely to hold. I don't know, there's just something really cute about holding these little chubbies in your hand. It's very stiff at the moment. I mean, that will give, you know, as it becomes used, as there's a few more bits come in, they tend to end up more like that. If we look at the one that I sort of based it on, that's become more used and more rounded now. So this will be the same. It's very, very stiff at the minute, but it's well protected. It has got plenty of layers of Mod Podge on, and I do like the gloss finish. So we had a go, didn't we, the other day on putting some gloss finish on it. One of the new my new set of Mod Podgers. They've always had the matte and the gloss, but I've never actually used the gloss before, and I think it gives a nice finish. So we made this on camera. I've done some sewing actually on some really thick burlap there. I thought that added a bit of sewing to it and helped strengthen on the weak points. And let's open her out. So we did some collage. No, the other one's collage. This one is the one that's got some napkin on, and it's all well sealed. And here we are. So I'm not going to tell you all, I've told you all the kits I've used, so I'm not going to go into every little detail. We'll be here forever. I'm just going to a few odd things I will point out. There's also some of my ribbon paper clips on, so you know they can stay. They can. I thought it just added to the overall frou-frou at the top. They can be moved about, taken out, trim down a bit, give them a haircut. That's up to you. A little bit of a ticket from my stash. This is the poetry, and I put plenty of my edging trims. Sewn edging trims on this as well. Plenty of space to write also, or to add photos, make this journal your own. These are the double pockets that we made on Monday. It's got little bits of tickets and things in the pockets. I'm not going to take every one out because they're all itty bitties, and they all fit in there beautifully. And then tag from the kit, and as I say, look at with my collage, it's turned out different on the back on every one. And just some lovely cotton fabric from my stash, and some twine to tie in with the twine around the front. It's also got a bit of vintage sari. You'll get all these fluffy bits for a while. Here, I'll just undo this, we've got a tuck there. I'm trying to, couldn't get at it then. And one of the little booklets that we made. So you can whip those out, do whatever you want. So that goes in there. And then on this side, we've just got one of the reels, viewfinder reels. I've made it into a pocket with some paper and a tag in there. Put that back up there. Some of the there's like some trifolds, duos in the kits, which I've left as pages in some instances. It has got tea dyed, yeah, my own tea dyed paper in here. No, I don't think I've put avocado in this one this time, just tea. Another one of the double pockets. And these paper, this is just my own collage, but I just thought it added a bit of colour, mixed in nicely with the kits. Some old 2018, some old diary papers in there. Some nice paper that I had in my stash. Again, loads of little bits of ephemera to play with. This is a side tuck, and it's got some of the from the stamp kit of Tracie's. I enjoy doing all these edgings with different patterns. A little pocket there, fly little bird, and a couple of bits in there. We'll be finding strings for ages in here. Again, pocket with lovely ephemera in out of the kits. So pretty. Little bingo card book there that we made, and with recycled packaging in there. And then on this side we've got a lovely butterfly pinned on out of one of the kits. That's the other bit of the poetry paper. It's a lovely colour, that. It's early 1900s, and I noticed I was sort of just going through it and checking it before I came on film, and on here it says of Nelson and the North. So I thought, oh, well, that's a sign, isn't it? We've got Nelson the dog and on Nelson in that poetry. Just some multicoloured threads that I put through my machine. Again, one of the tags that makes a page. This is the middle of it. Again, another pocket with pieces in there to use. Side pocket. Now, I know that where Tracie's done these on the large, you know, in real size, these really are what you fold back to make a deep pocket. And I use them like that if I'm in, you know, in large projects or whatever. But, you know, anything goes. So I wanted this to be as flat as possible, but giving me a little bit more space. So I've actually glued it down with them showing. So it's not that I don't know what I'm doing with those. I've purposely left them like that. And, you know, you can do whatever you want with them. Just to fit in with each project, we've got some tickets, a bit of a leaf, lovely leaf there. Here again I've got some mixed fabric sewing of mine. There's lots of threads. I don't often leave threads hanging, but I have on this, but they can easily be cut off. Here, oh, that's the other little kit I've used. This is the little, oh crikey, the animals. I can't think what they're called now, but I've shrunk them all down. I will put it down below. I can't remember which animals. They were part of a freebie, I think, on Tracie's Facebook group. This is another piece of poetry by Thomas Campbell. Here, what I've done here is we have got the other half of the viewfinder reel. I've made that into a flip. We've got a little edge of an envelope there, and underneath there I've got this lovely lady. It's a beautiful image, that is. And scattered throughout I've put a few of the labels. So a couple of weeks or so ago for Easy Makes Monday, we made some different labels, stamping on them and sort of getting a surprise. And this has got a bulb pin and mother of pearl button on there. You know, they could go on the side, on the top, put them wherever. It's just sort of hanging out with the frou-frou. Here, one of the little envelopes, and it's got quite an assortment of ephemera to use in there, and then it's also got some tucked ephemera. These are the minis. So Tracie has got a selection of mini botanicals, and I shrunk these down even more. I've left them on a strip, so because if I cut them out until they know where they're going, they're likely to get lost. Some of my dyed fabrics sewn. Again, another one of the labels did the stamping on. Here we have a belly band, and tucked in there we've got a couple of journaling spots in there. I love that pattern. This is some paper from Tracie's note papers. Here we've got another little belly band with a little itsy bitsy notebook. I love this little girl. I've got some bits and bobs in there. You're fed up of me saying bits and bobs. We've got the flag there, another lovely lady. Here, take that clip off a minute. We've got this bingo card, and then over the other side one of the lovely tags from Megamix, I think that one. Put that back on there. So here, a little pocket that had a moustache from another kit I had of Tracie's, and with some little bits in. I just love it. It's just yummy, scrummy yummy. Here there's a big pocket, and these are again from the animals, so these are tea cards from the animals. On the top here I've put a little bit, this is a little bit of the fabric I made for the bag for my last project, when I used some of this for my cover and on the bag, so I've got a little bit left, so I thought it went nice there. Another one of these lovely note papers here, just tucked in there. They're just a lovely printable, for, you know, a label from a stash note paper. Again, here we have another, the back of the other bit of poetry. Straighten that out. Walter Savage Langdon. And then we've got, and that's backed, as I say, that's me, got some collage in there of mine. And put this little arrow on there. Just by marking there. So that is number one, and this is the one where I crinkled all the fabric first before I then made the cover. I didn't put it on as a whole sheet as such. It was squished down into more of a fabric form. Okay, so the next one, I'll flip through this. So again, the same closure. This one is where I put the full sheet on. Again, loads and loads of Mod Podge on there for sealing it. And as I say, this one, it's a matter of, you know, it'll get more flexible the more it's used. I put a little belly band on the back of this one, and some little bits of sheets of packaging for using there. So there's plenty of bits and bobs, belly bands, tags, little flowers, little tickets to cut out, plenty of things for you to be crafting with. Again, some of that lovely note paper from Tracie. We've got a little pocket there out of these large entomology tags, I think they are. Again, in this space for writing or, you know, making it your own. This is from the Pretty Patchwork papers. Pocket with some bits in. Another half of the reels. I don't know what to call them. This is a little folded this in half, one of the longer tags, and made a pocket with some tickets in that. I'm really enjoying having the miniature bits and bobs in it. Look at that, that's glorious. So in this one I have actually got, perhaps I'm going to have to give them a name. So we'll call that the first one with all the tea dyed ones, we'll call that Annie, and we'll call this Betty. Annie and Betty, just off the top of my head, I don't know where they come from. So Annie's got the tea dye papers in, and Betty's got the avocado dye. And look at that, fabulous marking on that. David does a great job doing all the dyeing for me. That's a nice fold out tea paper there. Some tabs at the top, some at the side. One of the double pockets. Here, this is one of the little booklets that we made on Monday, and open it out and it's got papers inside, and that just tucks behind that, and then we've got a tag in there. She's here again, this lovely girlie. Spread your wings. One of those lovely pockets. Side pocket, you see there's all sorts of different bits and bobs like this. The belly band there, another one of those little scrappy pads. Some more poetry. Late leaves, the leaves are falling, so am I. The few late flowers have moisture in the eye. They used to get away with some silly poems. Charles Lamb. Sorry, I don't know who Charles Lamb is. I know quite a few English poets. It's an English poetry book, but I don't know who Charles Lamb is. We've got an itty bitty envelope here. Not sealed it down because I've backed it with some of my collage, and you know, it's nice to write in there. So plenty of little bits and bobs, fabric wise. That, I'll cut it level or leave it. Again, another little envelope here that can be opened out. Bit of journaling, secret journaling space there. Another one of those little note tickets from my stash. Love this one. This is one of the cards. Look at that, they're gorgeous. And then on the back I've just put some of that fancy paper, and this is a little journal card as well from one of the kits I've used, and they just click together there. And one of my little tickets come out. Again, some of these animals. I've put a little bit of my trim in there as well in that bit. It can be stuck wherever. This is a top tuck. You know, it will put something in there and something under there. Look at that. That's the back of that lovely avocado markings. Little side pocket here with some of the labels that we made just by stamping randomly. And I thought that nice purple colour went nice. Some daffodils. I always think of daffodils this time of year. This is the pretty patchwork papers. Some more poetry, Thomas Campbell. Again, we've got a little tuck spot with one of those little labels, a little bit of card out the kit. Here we have one of the little envelopes in a tag at the top. Then we've got this little girlie that we made, so plenty of little bits of packaging paper in that to use somewhere. They don't have to be kept in this journal. There's my weasel. She's keeping an eye on proceedings. This opens out, we've got some lovely paper inside there. Some more pink avocado. Here we have one of the tags and some vintage sari, and I couldn't resist putting this little owl in. I got this gold paper clip, and I thought, oh, I'll put a little charm in gold coloured, and I saw this little owl, and I thought it went cute in there. Here we've got a side pocket, and we've got a butterfly and some other bits of ephemera tucked in there to use. Lovely paper there, look, from the kit. Here we've got a tag that opens out, so space to write under there, and on the back where I've just done, you know, just backed it with some of my collage. A bit more of the vintage poetry. It's a lovely colour, that paper. Lovely cream. Again, some of my collage and some sewn edging. Here, little tuck, so it's got a tag in there and a little ticket. Here we've got a little belly band on this tag. Again, little bits of itsy bitsy papers. And then on the back there I've put one of my button tabs. Just thought it went nice with this gingham. And then, as I say, on the back we've got the belly band and another little paper. So this is Betty Trifold. So thank you so much for joining me. So Annie, don't forget, has got the tea dyed papers. Betty has got the avocado dyed papers. Thank you so much to the lovely Tracie Fox, such an inspirational lady, and I feel so proud to have been invited on her team. We'll put all the details down below for the kits used, and all Tracie's details, and all the other lovely creators that make up the design team for Tracie Fox Creative. So I thoroughly enjoyed that, and if you're interested in these two, they're not in the shop yet, but as always, you know, I always let people, as soon as I've put it on, once I've filmed them, you're always welcome to message me if you're interested. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.